Yeah, hello viewers, how are you all? I hope we are all fine, good. Today's lesson is going to be lesson 4 on sets. Okay, so today we are going to treat three set problem. Yeah, so that is the question, but before we start, we'd like to remind you to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, try to follow us. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell not to miss any of our upcoming events. Yeah, so we have a question in hand. The question reads, in a road worthiness test on 240 cars, 60% passed. Now the number that failed had fault in clutch, brake and steering as follows. Clutch only is 28. Clutch only is 28. Good, so clutch only is 28. Okay, so clutch, brakes and steering is 8. Clutch, brakes and steering is 8. Clutch and brake is 20. Remember, clutch and brake is 20. We have brakes and steering only is 6. Brake and steering only is 6. Clutch and steering is 14. Clutch and steering is 14. So it says the number of cars with faults in steering only is twice the number of cars with faults in brakes only. So now the question reads, draw a Venn diagram. Okay, draw a Venn diagram to illustrate this information. Now this is how many cars had on figure 1 faults in brakes, on figure 2 only one fault. Good. So as you can see, I already started listing my data. I say let the clutch be C, let the clutch be represented by a letter C, let the steering be represented by a letter S, and the brakes be represented by a letter B. Now first thing before I solve, as it reads in the question, that is in the first statement, it says in a roadworthiness test of 240 cars, 60% passed the test. So we are going to calculate the number of cars that failed the test. You understand? So we are going to calculate it. Says 60% passed. You understand? So this is telling us that 40% failed the test. So we are going to find 40% of the total number of cars. That is going to be 40 all over 100. Okay, times what? Times 240 cars. You understand? This is one way of solving it. You understand? So here, easy way, without using your calculators, just like 0 cancels 0. Okay, 0 cancels 0. So we are left with 4 times 24. And 4 times 24 is what? 4 times 24, 4 times 4 is 16, 6 carry 1, 4 times 2 is 8, plus that 1 is 9. This tells us 96 what? 96 cars, you know what? They failed. Good, so the 96 had a failed in clutch, brake and steering as it is indicated. Good. So now looking at the last statement of the question, it says the number of cars with faults in steering only is twice the number of cars with faults in brake only. Okay, so if we understand that very well, this is going to tell us that the number of cars, it says the number of cars with faults in steering only is twice. Twice means 2 times the number of cars with faults in brakes only. So this is telling us that if the number of cars, okay, in brakes is equals to x, so in steering is going to be 2x, because of what is 2 times x. Then here, before going further without wasting much time, let me try to draw my Venn diagram. This is really going to help. This question is interesting. Okay, let me draw my Venn diagram. Okay, I'm going to use my free hand. Now advice is to students, when you are drawing Venn diagrams, always use your ruler. Good. So now I have 3 set problem. I can join them. Taking my time. Good. So I can list this as my clutch, my let's say steering, my brake, right? Good. So always the first thing you find, let's find brake. Let's find brake. Well, let me bring it up here. Let's find the brake intersection, clutch intersection, steering. That is the intersection, something or the thing that is connecting both the brake, steering, and the clutch. Now from the question it says, okay, let's start. Clutch only is 28. So clutch only, this portion is for clutch only. We can write what? 28. Now let's start filling it. Now it says clutch, steering, and brakes is 8. This is telling us clutch, steering, and brake is 8. So that is the intersection here. That is the middle part. 8 is the one connecting both the three sides. Good. So now what are we left with now? Okay, that is 8. Now clutch and brake is what? Is 20. We are told clutch and brake is 20, but we already have a clutch and a brake, and there is an 8 here already. Remember, clutch and brake is this portion here. So if we have 8 from 20 is going to be what? We are left with 12. So clutch and brake is 20. So 8 plus 12 gives us 20. So from there we have brakes and steering only is 6. Brakes and steering only is 6. Brake and steering only. This is the part for brake and steering only. We are told is what? Is 6. But don't forget, we learned that brake only is x, and the steering is twice it. That is 2 times x is 2x. Good. So clutch and steering is 14. Clutch and steering is what? Is 14. So clutch and steering is 14. So the whole of this area is clutch and steering, but we already have 8. So 8 from 14, we can count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That is 6. Or 6 plus 8 will give us 14. Good. So after representing this in a Venn diagram, now what are we asked to do now? Okay, we asked, the first question says represent this in a Venn diagram. Okay, that is done now. Now the next question is how many cars had faults in brakes? Okay, and also only one fault. Now first we are seeing an x here. Let's try to find the value of x. Now what is the number of cars that has a problem, that has fault, that did not pass the test, that failed? We already did the calculation here. That is 40% of the total number of cars, which is what? Which is 96 cars. So that is, if we add all this, we should be able to get what? 96. So this is 28. Let's start adding. Plus 6 plus 8 plus 12 plus x plus 6 plus 6 plus 2x must give us 96 cars, right? So let's start adding. Good. So now we have, this is 28 plus 6, that is 34 plus 8, that is going to give us around 42. So 42 plus 10 is going to give us 54. So 54 plus 6 is going to give us 60. So this is going to be 60 plus x plus 2x is going to give us 3x. This is equals to what? 96. Okay, so what are we going to do next? The next thing we are going to do is going to be what? It's going to be collection of what? Collection of like terms. Okay, so this is going to be 3x. Okay, let me bring the camera down. This is going to be 3x is equals to, now this is 96. Now when this one crosses, it's going to be what? It's going to be a negative 60. So this is going to be now 3x is equals to 96 minus 60. Good. So 96 minus 60, I think, is 36. So how do we find x now? We have to divide both sides by what? By 3. So 3 and 3 goes into itself. 1, this is 1 times. So now we have x will be equals, so that is 3 here 1 times, into itself is 1, into 6 is 2 times, x will be equals to 12. This is telling us that now this x here will represent what? 12. So this is going to be 2 times 12, which is what? Which is going to be 24. So now the first question says faults in faulty what? Brakes. So faulty brakes, where is the brakes? The brakes is here. Good. So faulty in brakes, let's write faulty in brakes. Okay, brakes is here, is this 12. 12 plus 8 plus 6 plus the x. That is this 12 plus 8 plus 6 plus x. Now but we know x is 12, so this is just 12 plus 8 plus 6 plus x is 12. So this is going to be what? This is going to give. Good. So this is going to give us 38 cars. Good. So the next question asks only one fault. Only one fault is going to be what? Is going to be, now let's write only one fault. So only one fault is going to be only clutch and only steering and only what? Only brake. That is going to give us 28 plus this 2x. X is now what? X is, what do we have as x? 12. 2 times 12 is 24 plus what? 12 plus 24 plus x is now 12. So only one will be what? Only one fault will be 28 plus 24 plus 12 is 64 cars. So I hope we like the question or the solution. So thanks for your support. Don't forget to like our videos, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell not to miss our upcoming videos. So we thank you so much for the support. This question is interesting. You can pause the video and give it a try. Thank you.